Thanks very much, Ben. We've seen some very mixed weather around today. Here across some eastern parts of England, we've seen some sunshine. Temperatures have already reached 12 degrees, but there is some rain to move in here. And further north in Scotland, where it's been raining through much of the day, it's also pretty chilly out there. Only 5 degrees earlier on in Dundee. Now, if you're going to be heading further afield, further into Europe, the warm air is going to be developing across eastern parts of Europe on a southerly breeze. Eastern parts of the Med could reach the mid-20s. The snow levels will be rising in the Alps. Western areas of Europe, it is cooler, it's wetter, particularly across Spain and also Portugal. But we've got low pressure sitting uncomfortably close by. Now, it's not going to be a washout over the Easter weekend. When the sun does come out, it should feel quite warm, but the showers are never too far away, particularly in the west.
Good afternoon. It was a bright start this morning, dry with plenty of blue sky. Really rather pleasant, at least to start the day. You can see here down in Croydon. But ever since, the cloud has been building in from the west and we've had a band of rain sweeping through as well. So it turned quite wet, but the good news is that is clearing as we head through the afternoon. However, with that, we're going to get some heavy, pretty blustery showers to follow in its wake.
Listen, let's chat weather. Is there a storm coming though? Well, the Spanish have named a storm, but for us, we're just going to get some strong winds moving in tomorrow. Strongest on the south coast, but they will be quite gusty tomorrow. But yeah, hopefully nothing too much to worry about. Fingers crossed anyway. Here we go. Here's the forecast. Hello again, a very good evening to you. If only the weather was like this, isn't that beautiful? And hopefully these little dogs have managed to avoid any rain today from the globe. It is going to rain overnight though, I'm afraid. Tomorrow wet at times and those winds picking up too. And it stays a bit changeable into Friday and Saturday, but it is looking a little bit drier and less breezy and a touch warmer too.
See what's coming our way tomorrow. I tell you what, it's going to be a real picture. We've got dramatic skyscapes on the way, big storm clouds with thunder and lightning, possibly gusty winds as well. And this is really the pattern we've already had for the last couple of days. Now, look at this satellite picture, these vigorous clouds, this big vortex here, this area of low pressure which is sweeping towards us. That is going to also deliver some very strong winds to southern parts of the UK. Friday, also another rash of showers, a rash you can't get rid of, will be sweeping across the UK. The winds won't be quite so strong. Also, we'll see a subtle change in the wind direction over the next few days. So that means that coming in from the more sort of south-southwest, the temperatures will start to rise. And you can see that in the forecast here back into the mid-teens across some southern areas. And I think most of us will get at least double figures. But from these icons, from these weather symbols here, a lot of showers on the way. Looking, back to you.
And that is a beautiful backdrop.
It is beautiful. And there is some sunshine in the forecast, but talking about hard work, the weather was really hard work today. And I think we're stuck with this kind of changeable weather for the next few days. It's that sort of weather this time of the year where you've got the bright sunshine, then a dark cloud comes over, a downpour, maybe even thunder and lightning. And on top of that, we're going to have some pretty strong winds as well.
Just spring flowers that are arriving earlier and earlier, but spring animals too. Alex is in Surrey for us this evening. Alex, that was a big rabbit. Where is he?
I've had to put him down, Mary. I think he's ate too many Easter eggs, but he's having a nice sleep at the back there. But they have an array of animals here. We're actually in the lambing shed at Bockett's farm, and so far this year they've had over 200 lambs born, and they're expecting another 400 over the Easter period. Let's get a quick look at some of the guys here. In fact, these small ones were born on Friday, and yeah, they've been enjoying themselves. So as you can see, it is quite noisy. I've got a chorus of lambs all hitting the right notes, and they actually were enjoying some welcome spring sunshine a little earlier today, but they weren't too impressed when the rain came through, and I don't think you guys will be too impressed when we see more of that rain come through over the coming days. In fact, you may have heard the Met Office have issued a couple of yellow warnings for tomorrow, so let's take a quick look at them. We've got a rain warning in place across parts of Northern Ireland, where we could see some local impacts in places, and also a wind warning in place along the West Country, along that south coast, where we could see gusts up to maybe 60 or 70 miles per hour. So do watch out for that tomorrow. Well, as we head through the Easter weekend, it is not looking too bad. There will be some sunny spells, but expect a scattering of showers, and it will be warming up as well. Well, that's the way it is looking here at Bockett's Farm this evening. A chilly night for these guys, but they certainly got some warm wear on there. Right, that's it, Mary. Back to you.
Thank you, Alex. And when Alex said they put the rabbit down, he means down for a rest rather than anything more significant, to be clear. Right.